Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Portia Monae Green here, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tapping in. On this channel we talk about growth, spirituality, manifestation, and all things nourishing to the mind, body, and soul so that we can bring out the best versions of ourselves each and every day. So on this video, guys, I really don't even know what I want to say and what I want to talk about. I just want to come on here and just, I don't know. I mean, it's been rough. I mean, I know everyone knows about everything that's going on in the world, and things have just been so crazy, and it's just like, what can we do? How can we help? How can we, come together peacefully and make change in the world? Because it's just so heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking to know that, there's people out here that are really so hateful and so mad and angry that they'll take it out on another person or another human being because they don't know how to facilitate their own emotions. And so I really wanted to make this video just to come and talk to you all about some of the ideas I've had just as far as being able to help with this situation and really just be there for everyone. Like, I'm not a racist, and I don't think that just one life matters. All of our lives matter. Everyone here has a purpose, and if we just knew our purpose here, I feel like we would be so much better off, and we'd put so much more good into the world, because we'll realize that there's enough bad going on in the world. There's enough evil going on, and in my opinion, trying to fight evil with evil is it just doesn't work out the way that we intend for it to, and then it comes back and it hurts us instead, and it's just really not good. And so I really think that us coming together in the best way possible and trying to make changes by being loving to one another and appreciating each other for what we bring to this world and what our purpose is in this world, instead of looking down on each other and being afraid. I mean, I think a really big thing that doesn't really help but helps at the same time is social media. We're able to express and talk about the things that we have on our minds and the things that we want to change in the world. And so it's great in that means, but when it comes to seeing all the tragedy in the world, or seeing hateful comments, or seeing hateful things that people are putting on their timelines and stuff, it's just so damaging to the souls, to the subconscious. At the time you may not realize how much it's hurting you or how much it's affecting you until later on you're trying to go about your day and you just feel angry or upset and you don't even know why, and it's because of all consuming things that are really hurting you and not really being able to release that. And I think that's why I felt the need to come on today and just talk to you all just about my thoughts and just everything, because if I let this sit and fester on my soul, on my heart, then I know I'm going to end up being angry and just not in the best light that I can be in, because it's just so sad. It's so heartbreaking. And I've had times in my life where I don't know what I'm going through or what I'm dealing with, but I express anger or sadness or just being upset with other people, and it wasn't even their fault. I think a lot of times we just project things onto other people, and especially those people that are close to us, because they're the closest people to us. They're they're at the time we look at them as a punching bag, and not it's not a conscious thing. I don't believe it's subconscious. And right now I think that that's happening so much, just projections, and especially for those that don't really know why they're projecting. Like, they don't know why they're angry, they don't know why they're sad, they don't know why they're mad and upset, and instead of them trying to figure it out, they're just taking it out on other people and other things and stuff like that. So I think it's just so important during this time for us to really reflect on the things that are upsetting us, and instead of taking it out on each other, trying to get to the bottom of it and being able to resolve it. And it's easier said than done, but becoming aware is the first step. And me today coming on here is me just kind of going ahead and expressing that, I'm aware now that, I do the same thing. And sometimes, we don't mean to. And I think it's just important for us to realize that, it happens, we're human, but we have to learn from our mistakes. We can't keep going out and making the same mistakes over and over again and expecting things to be different. It just doesn't work like that. So instead right now, being angry and just, wanting to take our anger out on buildings and people and, just things that we think is going to make us happy. Instead, let's go within. Let's figure out what it is that's making us angry. Yes, we know that, police brutality is making us angry. We know that, quarantine may be making us angry for those that are still in quarantine, or, just not being able to see our loved ones, or not being able to, go out like we used to go out. But instead, let's figure out healthy ways to deal with it, instead of, being angry and tearing up, somebody's yard or something, or their buildings or their homes, or trying to, kill or hurt people. Let's try to figure out, ways that are productive, that not only satisfy us in the moment, because it's really only going to satisfy us in the moment for us to take out our anger on somebody else, because then later, because we're human, we're going to think about it, and our subconscious is going to get to us and make us, feel even worse. So instead of these times, even though you may not think that, prayer and meditation work, it really does work, and at least working on your subconscious so that you don't go out into the world and keep spewing hate and anger, because all that's going to do is come right back around to you. Okay? I mean, I know from firsthand experience, as a kid, I used to be so angry and just want to take out all my anger on my siblings and just be mean, and it never did well for me, and to this day, I'm not as close with my siblings as I can be, because I know that subconsciously they still remember those times, and it hurts me now, because I'm like, gosh, I really wish we had a better relationship. I really wish, that I was able to, communicate with them in a better way and get them to understand why I was doing the things that I was doing. So now that I'm coming aware of these things, I had the opportunity to work on these things. I had the opportunity, to be more loving and to be more, caring and supportive, which I was always caring and supportive. It was just I had to take on a mother role as a kid. And so it was really hard for me to balance being a kid and trying to help be a mom and, different stuff like that. And it just took a whole toll on me, And so instead now, me being angry even at myself or at other people or my mom, for putting me in that position or whatever, instead I'm deciding to grow and, realize that there's other ways that you can communicate when you're upset. There's other ways that you can go out in the world and, help people and, give justice to situations, even if you don't have a badge, or even if you're not a judge, or you're not in politics. There's other ways that we can help each other without being so hateful. And so I'm not here to tell you what that is for you. I just believe that, praying and meditating and going within will really give you the answers. But I'll tell you, for me right now, is getting on this camera right now and just trying to help as many people as I can realize that hate is not the answer. Love will always win. Love will always prevail. And love is what is the power that we need to fight back, to get, things changed, and for things to evolve into, a better world, a better society. Being hateful and being mean, that's what we already have going on, okay? We have enough of that. And I just don't, I'm sorry. It just hurts. It just hurts. Because I love everybody. I really do. I love every single person I see, I come in contact with. I really love them at their core. And it just hurts to see other people hurting each other. When I know that it's just not the answer. It's not. We are one. We are all, we're all in this together. And I just think it's time for us to take responsibility for our own actions. Me included. I mean, I'm sitting right here with, thoughts in the back of my mind of times that I've projected and I've been mean to other people, and it's not been their fault. And so, like I said, I don't have the answer for what is going to change all of this, except for us to just go within and get the answers from source. For us to get the answers from within. And I know that source would never tell us to be mean and to be angry and to just destroy things. That will never be the answer. I know it won't. So instead right now, I think this is just a time of reflection. This is just a time for us to realize, our own, issues and our own problems that we're also projecting out into the world, because that's really what it comes down to. A lot of the time, it really comes down to us recognizing that, there's something within that we have to deal with. There's a shadow side to us that we have to, deal with. And ignoring it and suppressing it and continue to act like it's not there is not the answer. That's not going to get us to where we need to be. So just continue helping each other, continue loving each other, because that is what we're here to do. We're here to love each other, and I know that at my core we are, because that's the only time, not to say I'm not happy any other time, but that is when we are truly at our best, is when we're helping someone else. So I'm sorry I'm coming on here crying, guys, but it's just a lot, and I just want to help. I just want to help lift our spirits. I want to help us realize that we don't have to be mean to one another. We don't have to destroy things. We don't have to do that. That's not the answer. It's not the answer. But I can't tell you what the answer is for you. All I can tell you is to go within, to pray, to meditate, and to realize that Source will lead you, will guide you to where you need to be. Okay? So thank you all for sitting on here listening to me sob and really not really talk about anything, but this is just what was on my mind and heart, and I just had to say something. I'm sorry if you don't like what I said. I just had to say something. I love you guys infinity, and that is loving the light within you, is loving the light within me, because we are one infinity. I love you guys.